Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to sell your album as a digital download on SquareSpace. You're allowed to do physical, and once you do digital, it won't let you do like a full album. It'll let you do audio files and ebooks, something that's one file. But today I'm going to show you how you can sell your whole album and also add some little clips of your music so people can hear it. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and start here on my home page, and let's just go ahead and start by going into the Pages tab. Let's go ahead and add go to this little plus bar, the right-hand corner there. And we're not going to pick album, we're going to pick products, and you'll see why in just a second. So let's go ahead and make a products page, and let's name this store. Okay, there we go. Just going to click off, and it's going to tell you to add your product. So you're going to go up here again to the little plus icon in the corner and add a product. And you can see we have your options for physical, digital, and a service. But we're going to be doing digital, so go ahead and select that, and it's going to come up with a whole bunch of options. Right here's where you're going to upload your album cover art. You can either do that by clicking on Upload Images and importing it through this viewer here, or you can just click and drag from your desktop. Really simple. And if you look, they have an option to add more pictures. If it's, if you want to add a picture of the back of the album, or if you're selling a different product, you have that option. So we're going to go up here to pricing and upload. Go ahead and add, jumping around here a little bit. We're going to add the price, and maybe it's $10 on a sale. And here's where you're going to want to add your music. Now, a lot of people will go in, they'll grab their track, and they'll drag it like that, and they'll upload it. But the problem is it's just one track, and people want to be able to have the whole album, and you don't want to sell it separately. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our tracks that are in this folder. You can also add your cover art, little art booklet, whatever you want in that folder. I'm going to right-click it and hit compress, and I've already got mine compressed here. And then you're just going to drag that right onto there. And depending on how many songs you have, I only have 3. Just as an example, some example songs. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes for this to get uploaded. And then, as you can see, it's done. Mine was only about 9 megabytes. Yours may be, 32. Just kind of depends on how many songs you got. And you're going to want to do MP3s. I think that's going to be the most compatible with Squarespace, and really you don't need anything, as long as you just got some high quality MP3s. So just while we're at it, let's jump back and name this Album 1. And then really you're ready to go. So what we can do, let me make sure I'm not skipping anything. So now you just hit save and publish, and then you can go back to your pages, and there it is. It's on your site now. Now, the only drawback to this method is that it's not going to be compatible. It's not going to work great with mobile devices like phones and iPads. Now, it'll work on desktops and laptops, and maybe even some 2-in-1 tablet laptop things. You're going to run into problems with iPhones and Android devices and tablets of that sort, because a lot of them don't really work well with zip files downloaded from the internet. They don't, they're not very compatible with the devices. Now you can download apps. They definitely will work. They're just not as easy to work with. And frankly, zip files are not I wouldn't say the best way to download an album, but it works perfectly fine as long as your customer has a computer that's able to open those zip files, and they're somewhat tech savvy, if you will, and they're able to work with those. Then you're doing fine. You're making money, and you're selling your album. So what I'd recommend is just go into the product and hit this edit. If you can actually just write a little disclaimer saying it's recommended that you use this with desktop and laptop devices. Doesn't work quite as well on mobile. It's always good to add that disclaimer so that people don't run into problems when they start downloading on their tablets and mobile phones. As I said, you're definitely able to do that. It's just a little bit more difficult. You got to have some free apps to download. And let's take this one step further. I'm going to go over to this additional info tab. And what I can actually do is, first thing I want to do is add a spacer. This is going to just move this out. And then what I'm going to write is contents. There we go. Let's just highlight this and make this maybe heading 1. Just like that. Let's make it bold too for the heck of it. Then what you can do is you can add an audio file. Now you don't want to add the complete audio file. You'll have to take your audio into something like GarageBand or Pro Tools and maybe just take the best, like 30-second, 25-second clip of it. So let's just pretend this is a clip and let's just upload this. Again, you don't want to upload the whole thing or people just go to your website. They won't buy the album. They'll just listen to it all right there. I mean, you can put your title. There's no reason really to put an artist. It just kind of makes things look a little bit clustered. And then if you're working on a black or dark background, it is odd, but you're going to go to your player color dark so that your text is light. So that actually shows up. If you actually keep this on light, it's not going to show up on that dark background. It's a little counterintuitive sounding, but trust me, that's the best way it works. You just put it okay, and then you add another block. I mean, you have a lot of options you can add, but you can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, you can add as many audio tracks as you want, and this will just give people, again, you're just going to make clips of them. So let me reload this page. Let's just click on this. And as you can see, you have your album and you have your contents. And then you'll have all your tracks down here, and then you can have, really whatever you want down here. I just find this is great for people to get to, just sample your album. Let me mention one other thing that I forgot. If we go up to this product and we go to edit, in these, it's just like a little notes section in the item page. You can write a description of your album, but I would either put up here, digital download, maybe add another extra space between there, or put this in the notes section and then add your album description starting here, somewhere like that. That just lets people differentiate from a physical album. If you have one in your store, you may have another album over here, and this is just gonna let them know what this is. So it's gonna say album, your album name. It'll just say digital download. Then you can have a little description. You're going to have your little content notice down here about how it's compatible best with desktop, laptop devices. And then you have all your contents with, your 15 to 30-second clips. And, people are just going to add to cart. And it works very much like that. That's really all there is to it. I mean, there's a lot more that you can mess around with. There's all kinds of options, custom URLs, custom label button. You can make it not add to cart, but purchase here, or there's just so many different things you can do. But this is really just the starting point. You can upload more images, but I would recommend, name of the album, price, let them know it's a digital download either here or in the additional info. And, let me just show you. This is where I'd add that, little notice. And then just put that in italic, nice and small. And then you have all your other stuff under it. But that's really all there is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.